What's up, Wyzant? My name is Niko, and I am a piano, music theory, and music history tutor on the Wyzant platform. Music has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. I remember when I was probably 3-4 years old, maybe even younger, I would match the pitches of the various household appliances in my house, like the microwave, the vacuum cleaner, and I would actually match the tone that it made. My parents were saying, how does he do that so quickly? And how is it so accurate? So years went on, and then, my parents thought, this kid probably has some musical potential. So after several months of piano lessons at around 8 years old, my piano teacher determined that I had perfect pitch, which is something pretty rare in the music world. So that's something that I can say that's a little quirk about me, have perfect pitch. And so needless to say, music became such an integral part of my life, even more so from that moment forward. Piano lessons, that was my main instrument. I enjoy piano, I still play it. I was trained by a Juilliard musician. Years later, at my church, there was a need for an organist. And I thought to myself, I play piano, what could be so hard about organ? I was very fooled by that. It was definitely a big change, but I do play organ as well. I also learned how to play the organ. And so, combining my love of piano and organ, and then along, of course, with music theory and music history, over the years, I've just, learned to combine my loves of these various aspects of music, and to be able to teach them now is something else, and I'm excited. So some of the things that I love to do when I'm not teaching or when I'm not performing, I love spending time at the beach. I'm from Florida. I live in Florida my whole life. I don't want to move. And I love spending time in our beautiful Florida beaches here in West Central Florida. And in addition to that, I also really enjoy cooking, not baking. Big difference. I'm not the best baker, but cooking is a passion of mine. I love finding new creations with food and experimenting with flavors. I always find a lot of joy in that as well. I'm also currently a student right now in college. I'm looking to get my elementary education degree. And so that, of course, is something that I have going on as well. But music, of course, takes up a large part of my time. And not only do I do it during my work, but also just to sit down and relax and listen. Something else that I also do, I'm also a spin teacher. I teach indoor cycling classes at my local gym. So that's, of course, something that I love to do for exercise and teach spin. It's a passion of mine, along with outdoor cycling as well. So my teaching philosophy is pretty simple. It's just to make learning fun. I've always lived by that principle. Ever since I've been going through school, I always respond better to the teachers that I've had who really put a lot of effort into planning their lessons and making sure that they can have a relatable aspect to it. So it's not just, here's the material, big, dump of material on you. They add a game component to it. They add more of a real world example to what they're teaching about. And so when I started teaching and tutoring, that's what I incorporated into my teaching as well, because that's what I found to be most successful with me. So in my sessions, I will guarantee to make learning fun and enjoyable. I want to make sure that you can relate to what I'm teaching about, especially with music theory, because that can often be a pretty boring topic. Let's face it, not everyone's excited about music theory. But I'm a very animated person when I teach. I get excited, and I want to make sure that you understand the material. If you need me to go back and repeat something, I will repeat it as many times as you need. I just want to make sure that you are fully understanding that material and that it is something relatable. We can relate it to something in the real world in music. We can, take a different approach at it. And so I'm flexible in my teaching. I'm sensitive to your learning needs, whether that be visual, kinesthetic, anything in between. I'm sensitive to that as well. And most importantly, I want to make sure that I'm personalizing my sessions to your personal needs. I'm sensitive to your personal needs and goals and what you want to achieve out of your lessons. And I will make sure that all of my lesson planning is centered around that. Thank you guys so much for getting to know me today and listening to my Get to Know You video here on Wyzant Tutoring Spotlight. I really hope you guys learned a little something about me, a little bit about music, tutoring. If you're interested in signing up for a session with me, hit me up on Wyzant. I would love to work with you and help you in your journey in music theory, whether it were music history or piano, or if you have another subject in music that you're interested in. If I'm able to tutor it, I'd love to work with you on that. But I hope you all have an amazing day. Be kind to one another, and hope to see you at one of my sessions.